And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here we go,
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
21, 21. Here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They run forward, Breida. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 24, check 24. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get that quarter. 24. Check 37, check 37. Check. Lucky. Check 31. Shit.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 18. Mike 54. Here we go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, 24. Hey, 24.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And set. 19. 54. Light. 59. Blue there. Blue there.
On first down, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
31. 51.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
11. 21. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on second and 8. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Here we go.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
3 buzz.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, here we go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Garoppolo on first down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
11.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a keep.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Gold to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20. At about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Garoppolo now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
This is it. 19, 55, 54. And come on,
here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
40 small. Go ahead, go get it.
Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Let's go, baby.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
What is that? 19! 54 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Bang, 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 bang. Alert!
Operating from the gun, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I'm trying to collect. To the foul.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Miller. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
He's coming, double up.
Back to throw, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 47 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Let's go. Let's do it.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
54 must.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Go. Go.
From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Stepping. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking at.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Check 31. Check 31.
This is Breida. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now San Francisco